Hello all, my name is Yossi, and today I'm going to talk about something that I feel is fundamental for anyone who reads or studies the Tanakh, what Christians call the Old Testament. This lesson is dedicated to the memories of my parents, my father and teacher Avram Shmuel ben Simcha Bunim, and mother and teacher Chana bat Shimon. Traditore traditore is a well-known Italian saying that many English speakers also use. The literal translation of that phrase is the translator is a traitor. What it means is that no translation is true to the original. We might think that a bad translation is better than no translation, but when we consider that people live their lives according to the Bible, a bad translation can affect people's lives. And if that sounds a bit dramatic, for example, take the case where the phrase finger looking good was translated in China as eat your fingers off. In translation, idioms and ideas fall by the wayside or lose their contextual meanings. Plays on words disappear and poetry loses its magic. Add to that the accidental, or worse, willful mistranslations that appear throughout most standard Bibles, and you are left with propaganda in place of holiness. Most of the non-Jewish world, and sadly large parts of the Jewish world as well, are totally Hebrew illiterate. While this situation wasn't always so in the Jewish world, in the non-Jewish world it's been true for a very long time. Yet a quick internet search will demonstrate that Hebrew appears in the original seals of Yale, Columbia, and Dartmouth. Paradoxically, as Hebrew reemerged as a spoken language, the study of biblical Hebrew as a required course at American universities faded away, and with it any real possibility of being able to read the Tanakh, what Christians call the Old Testament, in its unadulterated form. Cotton Mather, the famous Puritan minister and scholar, said, "I promise that those who spend as much time morning and evening in Hebrew studies as they do in smoking tobacco would quickly make excellent progress in the language." I've often told people to learn one letter of the Hebrew alphabet a day, then learn one vowel a day. Within 30 days, it will have a basic mechanics and for enabling them to read, although certainly not understand. And once a person knows the letters and vowels, he will be able to start building a vocabulary. Here, too, one word a day. By the end of a year, a person will know all of the roots that he or she will need to continue. And of course, there are tenses, singular and plural, and all the other things that make up a language, let alone fluently. Still, it's all part of our desire to know the truth. I agree with Mather. Okay, I know that's a big chunk for many people to bite off, so at the very minimum you should cross-check your translation with a reasonable Jewish one, such as the one available online at chabad.org. That's CHABBAD.org. Another option is to find someone who is fluent in the language who's willing to help you. The prophet Zechariah says in chapter 8, verse 23, "Ko amar Hashem tzvaot b'yamim hahema asher yachaziku 10 anashim mikol leshonot hagoyim v'yachziku bekanaf ish Yehudi lemor nencha imachem ki shamanu Elohim imachem." So said the Lord of hosts, in those days when 10 men of all languages of the nation shall take hold of the skirt of a Jewish man, saying, "Let us go with you, for we have heard that God is with you." Is the situation really that bad that a person can't possibly get by without access to or knowledge of Hebrew, or for the Christian, for that matter, Greek as well? Actually, yes. The Bible, probably more than any other book, is full of mistranslations, some of them innocent, but many malicious. If a person truly hungers for the truth, he or she should know that these issues exist and do everything in his or her power to gain the Hebrew and, yes, Greek knowledge necessary to find that truth in the Book of Books. Thank you, Kol Tuv, and God bless.